I am Siddharth Vinayak Patankar. Once again, we're back with the very latest from the world of wheels. And here's one that, once again, many of you have been waiting for. The S-Cross from Maruti Suzuki aims to arrive into the segment that's looking really hot right now. The compact crossover SUV, call it what you like. It's the car to watch after the Hyundai Creta. So does it have the goods to deliver? Ameya Naik drove the car. Take a look at it.
When you say cross, it throws up mental images of hatches with cladding. Like this, or even this. In fact, that last one has been the most well received, and that's probably because Hyundai didn't call it the i20 Cross. Maruti Suzuki is calling its next product S-Cross just the same, and yes, it is the Ciaz platform gone SUV. Under the hood, there is only diesel power, unlike the Ciaz though.
The Maruti Suzuki S-Cross will be available with two diesel engines. The 1.3 litre, which makes about 88 brake horsepower, and this, the 1.6, which makes 118 brake horsepower. Well, this develops 320 Newton meters of torque. But the power band starts from 1750 RPM. That means anything below that, there is lack of power, and you can feel that. But the gearbox is sorted because it slots in pretty well, and like all Suzukis, this drives well too. There's a lot of grip on offer, and you can just throw it around corners and, you know, be very comfortable doing that.
There is some turbo lag, however, which gives the 1.6 a slightly sluggish feel, but go past 1800 RPM and the turbocharger kicks in. Then this is a different animal. You feel the force of the 320 Newton meters and realize what a great highway cruiser this really is. You have to work your way around the 6-speed manual gearbox till you get used to where the optimum power delivery lies, and that is when things look up. The suspension is a bit stiff, but it manages to deal with potholes easily. The firm suspension setup may not be ideal for India, but the S-Cross scores points with great stability at high speeds thanks to this. The 1.6 DDIS 320 comes in 3 variants: Delta, Zeta, Alpha, while the 1.3 DDIS 200 sees the addition of 2 more at the lower end, Sigma and Sigma O. That makes it a total of 8 variants on offer. And here's a quick look at the numbers for the 1.3, and it's a smart move by Maruti to also offer this variant in our opinion, as it does in Europe, especially since this is a locally made engine, unlike the 1.6 which is imported, giving Maruti greater flexibility on pricing, we hope.
Let's get one thing straight. When it comes to design, the S-Cross isn't the prettiest looking thing in the segment. Well, at the front, it's the SX4, and at the rear, it reminds you of a certain rival car. So in terms of design, it's more like that guy you had in school. He wasn't too mischievous, he wasn't too smart, but you remember him because he was in your class. So average, I guess.
Harsh words? Well, in this era of cars that look like that, maybe not. Maruti Suzuki calls it a premium crossover, and that then is where it becomes different to its rivals. It's not claiming to be an SUV. Now, Maruti has tried to go premium before with the Grand Vitara and the Kizashi, but it's failed. The S-Cross aims to change that strike rate. At the front are big projector headlamps with LED strips and a 2-slat chrome grille. The drooping nose also makes its overall look softer and less aggressive. The car has good proportions and presence as well, with the roof rails adding to the stance. Inside is where you get why it's called premium. There's all-black upholstery with a hint of beige on the dash. The interiors are smart, sporty and contemporary, and even the fit and finish is top-notch, a big plus for Maruti. The S-Cross also sees the use of soft-touch plastic, and there's a textured layer on the dash. There's generous use of leather on the seats, door pads, steering wheel, and even the gear lever. And then there's the space on offer.
Unlike other Maruti Suzukis, this one is way roomy. It's got 2,600 millimeters of wheelbase, and that means a 6-footer like me can sit behind comfortably in my riding position, which is right at the back. Now this means more knee room for me and a little bit of headroom because of the sloping roof. Well, it's quite appropriate.
The S-Cross then thrashes notions of cramped Suzuki cars. There's some good boot space on offer as well, 353 litres of it, enough for 2 big bags and 2 small ones. The rear seats have a 60-40 split option as well, and with both those down, there's a massive 810 litres at your disposal. There are also some practical options inside the car in the form of cubby holes and a full-size bottle holder in each door, which is a good thing to have. When it comes to features, Maruti Suzuki has made sure that the top spec variant comes packed to the brim with goodies like keyless entry, engine push start-stop, automatic climate control, a 6-speaker touchscreen infotainment system with smartphone integration, satellite navigation, Bluetooth, USB, aux-in, automatic headlamps, rain-sensing wipers, and much more. The only thing that goes missing in this long list of features is a rear aircon vent, but according to Maruti Suzuki R&D, you don't really need one. We're quite pleased on the safety front. The good news is that 7 of the 8 variants have dual airbags and ABS standard. The base Sigma variant doesn't get ABS, but it still has a driver's side airbag. So it may not knock your socks off when you lay eyes on it the first time, but it sure lives up to the premium tag, and it drives reasonably well. Maruti claims 23.65 kilometers per litre mileage on the 1.3 and 22.7 kilometers per litre on the 1.6. The car will be launched next month and will be only available at the company's premium Nexa dealerships.